I think the other thing that is missing on this team, and I love Kemba. Like, Kemba's the best. I mean, nobody smiles more than Kemba. Nobody's more of a class guy than Kemba, all that. But he's not a vocal leader. And Tatum isn't ready to lead yet. And Jalen Brown isn't ready. He may think he's ready, but he's not ready to lead yet either. So they don't have a veteran leader that's vocal, especially with Marcus Smart not on the floor.
You don't think Tristan Thompson's that guy?
Yeah, I think he can be. He's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Like, he's just not good enough. I love Tristan. I think he's a great locker room guy, but I don't think he's good enough. He's not on the floor enough. You got to have, to me, like, the great teams are the ones where your leader is also one of your top 2 or 3 players. And to me, those 3 guys aren't ready. And Kemba's never going to be that. He's not going to be a vocal leader. That's not, he is super quiet. Everybody loves him. He's all about doing the right things for Tatum and Jalen. But ultimately, yeah, I think they're missing that veteran leader as much as they're missing a shooter.
Yeah, and I struggle with that just because I do think Jalen Brown is a good influence on guys. I do think Marcus Smart is a good influence on guys. I do think Tatum, you know, he's as hard a worker as he gets. He's obviously a quieter force. He's not going to really light up anyone or anything like that. But yeah, I think that's kind of a struggle they've been dealing with for a little while.
And your coaches aren't, Jay, your coaching staff isn't a staff that's going to get up into guys. Like,
yeah.
And we can get into Brad now, but like, is Brad too nice? And is his staff too nice? Like, Jay Larranaga, I don't think is that either. Jerome Allen, probably not that. Like, I think you got to have an MFer on your staff. You have it with Marcus Smart. You have it a little bit with Tristan Thompson. But I think you probably need one of those guys on your staff, and I don't think they have one.
Are you advocating to go out and hire Kevin Garnett as an assistant coach?
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Just, you don't have to pay him a dime. Just put him on the bench and have him jump dudes.
Just scare the life out of everybody on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's probably some of that, but I think the bigger issue with this team is honestly they just don't have, especially with Kemba playing the way he has since he got back. And you look at it, he's such a high usage guy. And he's usually a great scorer and an offensive force. And when all of a sudden his efficiency falls, he's still using a lot of possessions. He's just taking them away from Tatum, from Brown, and not being his normal self. And so I think that's really hurt, and trying to work him back in has really taken them down. Now they're, I think, 6-11 since he came back for the first time, and they were 8-3 before that. So I don't think that's all on him. Tatum has missed time, Brown's missed time. There's been Smart's missed a lot of time now, but I think part of that is that he's just not himself, and they kind of need him to be. And so maybe there is a leadership void, but I think honestly the bigger issue for this team is that they don't have enough talent with Kemba the way he is. When Tatum and Brown aren't fantastic on both ends, this team is going to struggle to win games right now.